Hi, I'm Marilyn Balcombe. I'm the council member for District 2, and we're doing public safety in the community. And it's my pleasure today to talk with Commander Picerno of the 5th District. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for your willingness to talk with me.
Thanks for coming here.
Yeah.
This will be fun.
So you're relatively new to the 5th District.
Yep.
And can you just say a little bit about yourself, Commander?
Sure. So I've been with Montgomery County Police now for almost 24 years, originally from New England. I moved down here after undergrad to Montgomery County, where I've been now for almost 24 years. I have worked a lot of different places in the county. A lot of what I've done has been investigative. I spent about 3 years in our Special Investigations Unit. I most recently was in Special Operations, so I developed and created our Real-Time Intelligence Center, and I oversaw our Drones First Responder program. I was the Deputy Commander here for a short time, and I've been here in the 5th District now for about 3 months. It's been great.
Great. Well, we're welcome to Germantown. We're very happy to have you. Can you just tell me the boundaries of the 5th District?
Sure. So the 5th District is really a unique and interesting district. It really comprises of the Germantown, Clarksburg, Damascus communities, and kind of everything in that direction. So we have about 150,000 residents in our district. It's by far the largest by area. It's the smallest by population, but it is the largest by area. And that creates some kind of unique issues. The need for policing services and how you deal with crime issues is different across the spectrum. So it's really been a learning experience for me, but also a great challenge to kind of learn about the issues in the community and how to deal with things, because they're just so disparate between areas of the county.
Right. Well, I say that all the time with my district. So the Council District 2 is the largest geography, and geography matters because we have those very different, unique residential settings, but also the distance. It takes a long time to get from point A to point B. So I appreciate the explanation of the district. So I've been in Germantown for 30 years. I've always felt very safe here. What would some of your thoughts be about to talk to people about making sure they're safe?
One of the things I always say is I can tell a community group, a person, that they live in a safe community. And I can quote crime stats, ad nausea to different groups. And that's great. But if somebody's the victim of a crime, they don't really care that robberies are down or burglaries are up. It's like, okay, cool. Well, I had my car broken into last night, and that's the worst thing that's happened to me from a crime point of view in a decade. So then it matters. So I think, we focus appropriately on crime statistics, and I'm a big believer in data-driven enforcement and responding to crime trends. But you also have to remember the human interaction that, like I said, the victim of a theft from auto doesn't care about robberies in Damascus. They care about theft from autos on their street. The thing I always tell people as far as how to try to keep themselves safe is be your own best advocate. Do not assume anything. It's basic stuff. Lock your car doors, right? We see theft from autos all the time that are people leaving their car doors unlocked. Remember to lock your car doors. Lock your front doors. Invest in things like a Ring camera or a private security camera in your house. You can share the video with us, register with us, or not. That's your choice. But at least then you have some sort of self-awareness of what's happening at your house. Having that self-awareness in your community and being aware of what's happening around your home, I think covers 90% of what you're really dealing about, right? Don't live in fear, but be cognizant of your surroundings. Look around where you're going. Don't have your head buried in your phone. Don't have 2 ear pods in at all times. Just be looking around what's going on. Make eye contact with people. Just be aware of your surroundings. Carry yourself with a level of confidence that will deter a lot of people. So I think if you just maintain a presence around yourself, oftentimes that's a big portion of keeping yourself safe.
Great, thank you. And you mentioned package delivery. We're entering holiday season. So what are some tips about packages, shopping? We're going to be out shopping, doing a lot more things than we typically do, going to different events, being out at night. What are some thoughts and tips?
Whenever you have a large group of people together, there's always that concern about potentially being the victim of a targeted attack. One of my focuses while I've been here is ensuring that we have police presence frequently and unpredictably at places where people often gather, especially this time of the year, churches, synagogues, mosques, not to scare anybody, but just to give them that assurance that, hey, there's a police officer that's here checking on things from time to time. The core tenet of that concept is see something, say something. If you see something, an abandoned bag or something that doesn't seem right to you, let somebody know so we can take a deeper look into it. I don't want people to live in fear, but I want them to be cognizant of their surroundings. So especially when you gather in large groups for things like tree lightings, for church services, for things like that, just be aware of your surroundings. And if you see something that doesn't make sense, report it. In terms of package deliveries, I mean, we unfortunately see this time of year package theft. It's something that we deal with. There's a lot of different things you can do to try to mitigate some of that risk. I mean, I think if you have a camera, or a Ring camera or a front door camera, that's a great way to kind of keep tabs of what's happening on your front porch. If you have a long driveway, people are less inclined to walk up a long driveway to take your stuff. If you live really close to the street, well, that's an easier way for people to kind of come up and grab your stuff. So depending on what the circumstances of where you live are, consider having deliveries made to a PO box rather than your front door. Consider, just going to UPS or wherever and not having it delivered all the way to your house, just pick it up at the shipping point. There are certain delivery services that will, put it in your garage for you or put it through your front door. That may not be comfortable for you, and that's fine if it's not something I personally do, but you may, the structure of your house or your garage may be like, it's fine, they can just leave the packages inside there, it's not gonna harm anything. If that's not an option, then maybe you run home at your lunch break and just grab your stuff and put it inside real quick. Every minute a package is out in your front porch increases the likelihood of the risk of it being taken. And again, also be a good neighbor, right? If you see somebody going up on someone else's front porch, call a non-emergency number, call 911. If you have suspicious activity on a Ring camera, maybe they didn't take your stuff, but somebody walked up on your porch, looked around and left, give us a call, send us a copy of that video, because that may be able to deter a future event from happening.
Right, super. And so what have you found in Germantown? What you've lived here before. Just tell us what you feel about being here.
It's a great community. We have Germantown, depending on the study or the article you read, one of the most diverse communities in the country. So that's really cool about this place, right? You can see different things here in a small area. One of my favorite things to do is park my car and actually just walk up and down Century Boulevard, just talking to people, stopping to shops, handing out my business card, like chatting with people. One of my tenets in this role is I really want to get involved with community engagement. It's not just like some of the formal things we do community engagement wise. This is actually just going out and just chatting with people and hearing about people's issues. I've always known that this community appreciates police and appreciates good law enforcement. And I've really seen that in person so many times over the course of the last few years. It's great for me to be able to come back here and go to a roll call or go to a meeting with my officers and say, hey, look, I was walking around yesterday and 4 different people said thank you to me. Because that's important for them to hear, right? Like, it's important for police officers to know that they're valued. And I think this community especially values policing. They value good policing. They want to be safe. They want their kids to be able to go to school or to work and feel safe. And I think we're able to provide that service. So that's been really a really cool thing for me.
Well, that's great because, like I said, I've been here for 30 years and you've come from a long line of great commanders here. And we've always had a really great relationship with the police. And so I'm glad that the community is sharing that. Well, thank you so much for taking your time. I know it's a busy time, and we just so appreciate you, your officers, your presence, and your willingness to be in the community. So thank you for being here.
Thanks much. Have a great holiday.
Yeah, you too.